Tax cuts 2.0, round 2, in the works, we hear. Lawmakers want to make the child tax credit and that standard deduction. They want to make it that permanent, and they want to open up pension plans like 401ks to more investment. Congressman Bishop, Republican from Michigan, is with us now. Sir, you're on the tax committee. You want to have a vote on these measures in September. I think you've set a tax trap for the Democrats, haven't you?
Well, if it's a trap, it's something that they can negotiate very easily. This is something that is going to be good for all of our constituents, Republicans and Democrats, from families across the board. So this doesn't have to be a trap for the Democrats. This is a great opportunity for us to lock in those tax cuts for families to ensure that our families are in a better position. They live paycheck to paycheck for the most part in this country, and it just can't be that way.
Well, if this got to the Senate, you need 60 votes in the Senate to get this through. That means you need Democrats to vote for it. It is a tax trap, because if they vote against it, then they're voting against the middle class. But you don't see it that way?
Well, of course, I see it that way. If they don't vote for it, that's to their detriment. But it's also a vote against their own constituents. This is something that we all have to recognize. This can't be a partisan issue. We've got too many pressures, financial pressures on the people of this country. We've got a great thing going right now with this economy as a result of tax reform, and we're seeing a booming economy. As the chairman says, we've gone from an economy where are the jobs to where are the workers. That's a great problem to have.
I want to ask you about pension plans, 401ks, IRAs.
Sure.
You want to make it, at the moment, if I join a big corporation and they've got a 401k, I have to opt in. I have to say I want in to that pension plan. As I understand it, you're making plans to have everybody in automatically, and if you want out, you've got to opt out. I think it's a great thing. Is that what you're discussing?
Well, it gives employers and employees the opportunity to participate in these 401k plans and retirement plans. It's, I think, a great way to incentivize savings for the future. Too many of our families don't have that kind of savings to rely on in their later years, and we want to make sure that they are able to put away their own money for their own future.
Are you opening up 401ks to much smaller companies?
Yes. In fact, we'd like to see, especially those companies, the ones that really create the jobs, those 100 employees or less, to be involved in this. And that's why we're creating incentives to address those specific companies, those small businesses that are creating the jobs.
So would you have a quiet word with my daughter, who has worked for a big corporation for a couple of years and still hasn't joined the 401k?
I would like to have that conversation with her. It's very important for all of our younger folks to make sure that they prepare for their own retirement.
Yes, sir. Congressman, thanks for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.